A scarce personality, a scarce heart, a woman who has children at heart, caring for more than 210 children who are not her blood sons or daughters, not even relatives. A person of a golden heart. Mama Zipporah, together with her late husband, Pastor Isaac Kamau, are the founders of Huruma Children's Home in Gong Hills region. It was after a long cardiac complication that saw Mama Zipporah hospitalized for more than 6 months, and after a miraculous healing, she had to thank God, and she found the only best way possible was to adopt a needy child. Little did she know it would later turn into a big home that would cater for hundreds of needy children.
When I was 25 years old, the doctors found that I have a heart disease, and which prompted me to be in hospital most of the time, especially when I was expecting my second child and my third child. And on the third child, the doctors in Kenyatta were striking. They were fighting because of one of their doctors, and there was nobody who could operate me because also I had another problem. I could not give children normally. I had to be operated. And on the third time, going to the operating room, that is when I met with my healing. It's a long story. Even though people don't believe in healing, me, I got a miracle, and I believe God I had been healed. And when I came out of hospital, I believed I would never take medicine for the heart again. And at that time, our former President Moi was helping a kid from Nakuru called Mercy, but Mercy died in London. That is when I came to know that the power of healing is in God, but not in money. Because if at all there was somebody to be healed, it was Mercy, because she had the backing of the president. And me, I was here just in Kenyatta Hospital, and God healed me. And that is when, out of the excitement, I told God I would like him to give me a child who is needy, or a child who does not have a parent. Yeah, you know, I thought because I'll never have more of my children, I never knew that it was the category I did, and today this is the product of just my innocent thing, what I wanted to do, because I wanted to tell God thank you.
Some children are admitted in Huruma Children's Home when they are very small, others only days old. They grow up to be adults, but even after they live here, Mom, as they all call her, will still follow up on how they are moving on.
But we still continue with them, even though they are living on their own. We still have to do the courage thing, which was one of my heart, because I felt that even if I do them up to Form 4 without giving them training of any, they are still needy. And I thank God that last year we were able to start, although the former years I was just doing slowly those whom I could. But right now we have got like 5 boys in the university.
It's not an easy thing, keeping a child who is not your own. But sometimes, memories of her own life experience will make Mama Zipporah hate to see a child suffer. And thus she does not discriminate, but has taken it upon herself to raise even HIV-positive children.
You know, me, I am a child who was abused. So me, when I see a child, I see myself. And every child, I think, is a gift from God and has got a chance. So if at all a child has got a problem, I don't have a chance, I just have to help them.
My name is Millicent Atino, and I'm grade 7. I'm 22 years old. I'm taking my medicine of HIV and AIDS, and I do pray God that one day I'll be healed. The going here, it is very good, and even for the food is good, especially for the kids who takes the drugs. Mom always do her work very well. They do take them to the hospital so that they can have their medication.
This is Nanai. Nanai, how old are you? She is 6 years old. When she was a baby, she was almost killed because of her status of HIV. And she was taken to Magadi Hospital, where she stayed for a long time with nobody coming to claim her. And then Magadi Hospital asked us to pick her up. And now she is on her RVs, and she is okay, although she has been disfigured because of the RVs. But we know that she'll be smooth because that is what happens. We've got also Kevin. Kevin, how old are you? He is 10 years old. When he was small, just like 3 years, that is when we rescued him from St. Mary Hospital, where she had been abandoned by her stepmother. And we came to know that he is HIV positive. And since then, he has been with us. We never knew that he was going to leave. He was not eating. And we thank God now. He is in class 3. And you are in class? 1. Yeah. Timothy came here. We almost lost him. Now he is in class 8. He had moms which we never knew they are going to heal. But once they started on HIV and those RVs, they are good. But what makes it hard is that they have to eat. So it is a collective responsibility for everyone. When they are not eating, they come and report to me, Mom, they are not eating. Oh, this one and this one is not eating. So it is a collective responsibility of everyone. And when they are sick, everyone comes and tells me. So we are on all lookout because we are a family. We have lived with them like a family, and we have accepted them. And they know that they are having a problem, and they have to take their medicine every morning. And even those who do not take, because sometimes they don't want to feel like taking, it becomes everyone's responsibility. So what I think, it's just they want love. It's not difficult. They want love and they want encouragement. And today, one of our girls who has gone through the home has finished Form 4. She has got a home of her own now. She's got her husband, and she has got 2 children, and the children have been tested by their total program, and they are not HIV. Yeah.
Running a children's home is not easy, and though a good initiative, there are obstacles that she will at one time meet in her efforts to betterment of lives of these innocent children. The challenges are at times a big setback, especially in raising finances to run the home, since every day-to-day running depends on money for food, clothing, shelter, education, medication, amongst other critical needs.
You remember, like now we had a problem of Dare, where he was selling children, and everybody thought that every home is selling children. So we had to undergo through a lot of police scrutiny to see that we don't sell children. That is one of it, and that is in the side of the children department. The other challenge is because of those briefcase programs who know how to write very well proposals, and they get money. And we who are doing the right thing, it's very hard to get money unless you come like you have come now, and you see I am doing viable thing, and you see the children are healthy, and then you go and recommend me to somebody. My biggest challenge was last year when the children department came with all this word thing that they have closed the home. They came the day we were starting our exams and gave me letters here for closure. That was the biggest, and I didn't know what I could do with all these buildings. When the children are removed, I didn't know what I could do with them. But I thank God for our High Court, who and my people from here, that is the administration from here, our Member of Parliament, Mr. George Saitoti, those who listened to me, and they thought that something is wrong. Even now we are still in court, but they don't say anything.
Despite all these challenges, Mama Zipporah has never given up, and she is not even ready to give up for the sake of her children.
It keeps me going because God has given me the lease of life. I could have died when I was 25. And when I see the children, when I see them growing, I feel like continuing. When you see a child, like now we had a child who we got from a paper bag, and now that child is going to class 8. You feel proud that you are there to be with them and to lift them up. Because some of the kids whom we are having could not be alive today. We don't pick up, by the way, children from relatives. Because I don't want to be a maid, So I'm very, very particular on children who have taken. Some children I have to give them names because even I'll never know their backgrounds. Others are children we have collected on the streets. Others are abandoned. Like now we had a case of a girl from the streets. She is now in Form 2. She is here. And that girl, she didn't wanted to know her family. And last year in December, she came and told me, Mom, is it true you cannot find my family? I told her, we shall find. And we found her family all the way to Muranga. So sometimes it is challenging when they grow big. They want also to know their backgrounds, where they came from. But sometimes I don't know even where they come from. So I have to tell them to be content, and they make a life of their own. So it is a time, it's kind of now trying to encourage the big youths that they can make it. And once the family will see that they have made it, they will come out from where they have hidden themselves.
Apart from all the physical awards she has, to see shining faces full of happiness, peace and serenity has been the greatest of Mama Zipporah's happiness. Once she remembers where the long journey began of bringing up each and every child and seeing them succeed, she always counts it as an achievement.
I thank God when I see those children, when they came, some have, like Kevin, I picked him up from hospital. He was dying in St. Mary. And he came here, even I didn't know that he is going to leave. But now he is in Saturday 3. So you see that is one of the achievements. Like Miracle, whom I got when she was only 6 months old. Her mother had just died of HIV. And I didn't know. Even at time I told somebody, if these legs are not sticks, one day they are going to walk. And today she is in class 6. Those are achievements that to see children who have made it. And one thing I am happy is that since my husband died, he was the pastor, he's our pastor. I didn't know what to do. And I didn't want to take his shoes as a pastor. Because I thought a pastor is a job by itself. And being a mother is a full-time job. And so when I went to my children, one of my child is now a pastor of us. And he is now in Pentecost, in Park University, doing his theology college.
I am the pastor for the last 2 years. I took over after the death of our lovely dad and pastor, who died in 2008. Then since then, being a child of the home since 1996, I decided to help mom and to try and just preach to the children, just to help her being a product of the home. And I've been doing it for now 2 years now, and I thank God because at least I can say I've been able to give back to the ministry after being a beneficiary of the same. And right now I'm in Park University, which is a Christian university. I am doing my degree in Bible and theology, and I really thank God because of how far He has brought us and how far He has provided unto this ministry.
Like now in the office, I've got my boy whom I just picked from the market gong and selling papers. And now he is one of our accountants. He has finished Kenya Polytechnic. So those are my achievements to see that I am changing. Some people who could not be accepted, I'm making them being accepted by the community. Because even like Moses, the one who is working for me in the office, was working for corporate insurance, who are insurers. That is why he went to do it. Yeah, and they believed in him. Can you imagine a child from the street being taken to a corporate where he was working and they believed in him?
But what makes Huruma Children's Home a home with a difference?
What makes Huruma's Children's Home is unique because it is not an institution. It is a home, and a home with a difference. Yeah.
Adopting a child is not an easy decision, but sometimes calls for great faith and persistence.
Yule wa mbele nilimchukua na 5 years. Na nilimchukua akiwa kama watoto wale wa Somalia. That she was not walking, she was not standing. We didn't know she was going to live. In fact, she brought me a lot of problems because people wanted me to give her up to the hospital, Kenyatta Hospital, because they were believing that there is this bad disease, the HIV. And then I used to ask those officers, are you the one who has made yourself to be sick and she is not sick? I'm going to stay with her. Do you know where she is? She is now a teacher in our school and she is right now in college. Yeah, being a teacher, P1 teacher. And now she is like 25, but I took her when she was 5 years. So I've lived her with 20 years.
It's a great effort, requiring a lot of finances to cater for the requirements the children will require for a brighter tomorrow.
Material support is from friends. Me, I don't have any NGO who helps me. Yeah? It is just people who have believed in me. And a battalion of many volunteers who have come here. They go and introduce me to churches to tell people that I am genuine and they can help me. And right now I am so happy because now we are doing the dormitories. Because since then the children have been spending my home. And I am happy that by September we shall be putting the boys out. And I hope that by next year on April we shall have also the dorms for girls. And more, I just want to give some children a chance, even other children's home, that we can have an affordable high school because we've got a primary school and a high school. We still have got some of our needs because the kids have to eat, the kids have to clothe, we've got like the bills of electricity to pay. We want to live like any other child and make the children feel bright. And so I need support from everybody. I'm not a rich woman. I am a servant serving you people. So I need your support. And for every shilling I am given, we make sure that we use them well, and we've got auditors from outside who come to audit to see whether everything is good. And also I want to thank the government who exempt me from all the taxes of the money I raise because that is their contribution.
Adopting a child is not an easy decision, but sometimes calls for great faith and persistence. Though Mama Zipporah's initial plan was to cater for abandoned children, with time due to circumstances, she had to consider other needs, which she found critical in the region, and especially child abuse, early marriages, and female genital mutilation.
Our children are composed of those children who have been saved from Maasai marriages, those girls who have been married when they are young. And when they know the right of the children, then the mothers, they are free to come to the DO, even though they have got parents, and we help them. So like now we have got, I think, 3 of them here. Also we get children from the community too, like you know me, and maybe you may meet a child, and you bring them to me. So it's like working with the organization. And so you find that even though I was coming to work for abandoned, I've got many categories of children. Those who have been abused, those who have been abandoned, those who have been neglected, because there are many who have neglected, and also those who have been involved with abusive parents, and then they have been rescued. When he was just 1 year old, he was abused by his stepfather. Eaten, almost killed. Eaten, the pictures we have here, eaten almost everywhere. Because the father is a marathon person. He went away and he met his wife, girlfriend, as a child. And they still loved one another. But I think they didn't want the child. So they opted almost kill the child until a community person, villager, intervened and involved the police, the chief, and right now it is a case in court. If he goes with a lip, and I think that he gained it from that time. He came when he was very traumatized. So now, yes, you can see. Yeah, you see the leg is like it is going that way. But also we have found another problem. When they grow big, they want to know where they have come from. So we started this from last year, trying to look for people, even their relatives. That is the one biggest challenge, and who can take them on holidays. So instead of spending here all the days, they can go for holidays. The first time they did not agree, but on August last year they agreed. In December they were so happy because they all went for 5 weeks. And even those who do not have friends, we find friends of the home who come and pick them up for holiday. So that is one thing we would like the community to help us and tells us, just give me one child for Christmas and we can give that child.
Being orphans, having HIV and AIDS or other challenges has not stopped these children from discovering their talents that have seen them stand among the rest.
Children from needed places are very athletic, and that has been my passion. And so we've got another program called Talent Initiative, of which I am a patron. And every end of the year, that is in December, we converse here, we come here in home with many, many children. Like this year, we were 10 homes, and we compete and get all those trophies.
A helping heart is not qualified by academics or social status, but comes from within oneself, yet cannot be stopped by any situation that one faces in the process.
My best achievement is believing in myself, because when you see me here, I'm not as educated as many people. You know, people fight when I say that, but it is true. Yeah, I did just my KCPE in 2006. That's when I did my KCPE, and I am doing my Form 4 with the Form 1s who are here. That's when I am doing it, and that is my passion. And one thing is that many people discredited me. They said I'm illiterate, I don't know what I am doing. And other people even thought that I am mad. But I believed myself that I was not mad. And I believed as long as I have got my brains and my hands, that God can use them. And I am happy that I have made it in a world of very, very learned people.
A child is a gift given to all of us. For it to see tomorrow, it depends on the efforts of the whole society, you and me.
We like people to come and see us. They are free. And they can visit our website at www.hchgong.org to come and see our home. Also, I'd like them to know we have got also a school. And by next year, we shall open it as a boarding school, so that people with money can come and pay like Starehe Boys School, so that we can be able to be sustainable, because always you cannot remain on begging. You know, when the help goes, the project can die. The other thing is that we need all the food, we need all the books, and we need also financial aid. Like now we are building a school. If you've got like materials, you can help. You don't have to give me money. You can go and buy even sand, buy stones, buy iron, which is very, very expensive. We shall accept.
Whosoever shall receive one of such children in my name, receiveth me. And whoever shall receive me, receiveth not me, but him that has sent me.
A child is a heritage, is a gift from the Lord. They have been given to us as parents, as the Lord. So when you take forward to go and help a child, you are receiving a gift, and a gift which comes with a lot of blessings, because me, I can say it's a lot of blessings.
She has given them love and care. She is a mother that every child is happy to call mom.
What I can say to mom is that continue that spirit of caring of children, and God will bless you.
We pray that what Mama has started and what Mom has set and put in our hearts, the rest of the children who are behind us will be able to follow through the help of so many friends from all over the world who have been able to support Mom, and through that we have been able to brighten our future, that on the same ground